That's unfortunate.
In a world with an increasingly complex jiu-jitsu landscape, these two complete fucking morons are here to break things down and give you their unsolicited opinions in the most offensive
Can they
way.
see our pictures in the side?
Yes.
We're talking about the Old Man Grappling Hour. Tune in and listen, and we'll have you wondering where that hour just went.
That's unfortunate. Pictures in the side. We're talking about the Old Man Grappling Hour. Echo.
What's up, Mr. Kevin?
Oh, I'm hungover. I was a bad boy last night. I finally ate, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I ate this morning too, but I just been laying around doing nothing. I had so much shit I had to do every day too. I'm such an asshole. I did nothing. Today was going to be the day I was going to catch up on a bunch of stuff, and instead I did nothing but sit in bed and be hungover.
Sounds like a plan.
I had fun last night though.
What did you do?
I went out with what the hell's his name? One of my clients, private lesson guys, Dave Gunner. You ever met him before? Pilot Dave. He's a pilot for Delta.
Maybe.
He's a big redhead ginger looking dude.
I don't think so.
He's in Albuquerque now.
I think we might have had him on the show once.
He was on the show one time. You know when else when you met him? He was up 2 years ago when me and Dan Martinez were in the ADCC trials, and you were up there coaching Werther, and your buddy lives up there. You hung out with him a few times up there. Big redheaded guy.
Yeah.
We talked about that last night. Man. So yeah, he's in town. He's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, because he's a reservist in the military, and he's learning how to fly their new plane. So he has to go out there for 6 months and like immerse himself in whatever schooling and shit they do out there for him to learn how to fly the new plane. And then he flies Delta too. Delta's kind of like furloughing a bunch of people. So
I was just telling my wife that, I'm so disappointed because flight lessons nowadays are so much more expensive than they used to be, man. Flight lessons, when I took flight lessons back in 1998, it was about $120, $130 an hour. And that included your lesson, and that included the gas for the plane.
Oh, wow. That's good. So
it was great. And then when I went and looked into it again, because I was interested in getting my license, now it's like $350 to $400 a lesson. It's crazy.
How long ago was that?
1998.
Yeah, I mean, you got to weigh a little inflation into that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
it's a lot of inflation, but
yeah, it's a lot of inflation.
There's probably a lot of supply and demand too. I probably flight lessons was more kind of like a nerdy thing to do. You know what I'm talking about? Just like I wanted like a little hobbyist type of thing. I think a lot more people are learning how to fly because it's like cool and suave, and they want to learn to fly their little fucking Cessnas or whatever little jets they have and shit.
I'll tell you what, man, it was one of the most exhilarating things I ever did was solo a plane.
I know. I've never seen you. I know we used to get so excited when we had pilots on. Your little eyes started to twinkle.
So as you can see, my friends, my folks, our peoples,
folks at home.
We have No Judges Needed up on the screen here. NoJudgesNeeded.com is the website. Go get your shit.
Go get
you get all those fancy rash guards and stuff.
OMGH.
Promo code OMGH, 25% off. If you've used that already, OMGH10, and that'll get you $10 off of rash guard shorts and spats. And if you wear spats, please wear shorts over your spats.
Jesus Christ.
Just don't be one of those people that goes out and buys spats.
Make it a combination package. Just you get $10 off you. Just buy the spats and the shirts. We don't want to see you. Nobody wants to see your fucking horse hog.
There's only one guy at my gym that I allow to do that, and it's only because he can beat me up.
I don't.
I still give him shit about it though.
I don't know, man. If you're shorts and spandex, I like sport shirts and spats. You got it. Women get away with it because they do the yoga pants thing, and they can do that. But like, if you're a man, you need to wear freaking shorts over your spats. It's an unwritten law, like jiu-jitsu man law. I mean, that's it. Wear spats or shorts over your spats.
So I found this amazing news clip that I wanted to share. It is nothing to do with anything. It is just one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. And I was surprised that I had not seen it yet. I was like, how did this make it past me?
Let's do it. This is like the old David Letterman sketch when they just had random news clippings up that didn't make sense.
Yeah, well, this is a video.
All right.
But tell me what you think of this. This is pretty good.
Let's do it.
Check this out. Intruders caught on camera invading houses. Could something like this happen to you?
Dave Rowe knows all too well.
Because I heard him first. I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. And then I started to smell them. So I could smell like taste like I was like, I ran upstairs. I had to run. I had to get up the stairs. So he had so much rhythm. When he was walking upstairs, he said, doom, doom, doom. Bitch, I started to almost beatbox up in the closet. Oh, boom, boom, boom. He had so much rhythm.
Somebody turned it into a song. I love when people do this shit.
I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. I said,
that's funny. I like the one with the chick. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that.
Yeah. There's been so many good ones. That guy, Antoine, where somebody tried to rape his sister. Remember that one?
Yeah. There's another good one that's funny as shit, man. Google Leprechaun in the Hood real quick and see if you can find that one. That's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. You have to have seen it before. Dude, it's the funniest shit you'll ever see.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Leprechaun in the Hood. See if that one pops up. We don't let us play it. We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube.
It looks like a movie or something.
No, but it's not. It's like a 3-minute news clip from a news story about some leprechaun that lives in a tree. That's been like a folk story in this little neighborhood, this little hood neighborhood.
Because there's actually
dude.
I see. There's actually a Leprechaun in the Hood movie.
No, it's not the movie.
Yeah,
let me see if I can find it. Let me see.
Everything is coming up from the movie.
Let me see if I can find it. It's funny that there's actually a movie called Leprechaun in the Hood. But there's a I don't know how to spell leprechaun.
Oh, Leprechaun News Report?
Leprechaun in Alabama. Yeah. The Christian leprechaun. Yeah, leprechaun in Mobile, Alabama.
All right, let me pull it up for the audience here. Here we go. Leprechaun in the news.
That poor puppy.
St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view of what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood. A leprechaun. NBC 15's Brian Johnson has more.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community. Many of you bring binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it looks like a leprechaun to me. All you gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This cemetery members that many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Hard to believe and have come up with their own
gets better
for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow.
You could be a crackhead that goes to the wrong stuff and told you to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
Yeah, still on there, guy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun.
Bells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold at. I want the gold. Give me the gold. I want the gold.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
Wow,
Be a crackhead.
that's pretty good.
That's just some classic Americana right there.
Yeah.
It's let's see if how many viewers are losing tonight. Literally, as I'm sweating out like tequila and Miller Lite. Ugh, it went down. It's not too bad, but I'm not feeling great.
Try
I
to
drank
go
all
to bed
day
early,
today.
like your boy.
I started drinking at lunch like 3:00.
Today?
Yeah, yesterday. And then I went home and took like a power nap at like 6:30 and just went back out again at 9 and just drank all night long. It was a fucking rough day. Rough night. I can't
Shaved
drink like
my
that.
head back into a penis again.
I see that. No more beard and nothing.
Yeah. Because I don't. Here's the problem. I have clippers, but I don't have the attachments that go on the clippers with the numbers. So I don't I would do like a number 3 on my beard if I had a number 3, but I don't. So I just shave the fucking thing off and it grows back. So, and I know I could just go to Walmart and buy new clippers, but
yeah, well,
that would require effort.
That's the thing. You got to actually go do that.
Yeah.
It takes way less effort to just complain about actually not having the clippers than it does to go solve
Right.
the problem. It's oddly more satisfying too. It's just to bitch about it. It's kind of when you get old, you just like to bitch about shit. Just find.
Plus, I don't mind shaving off my beard every once in a while.
How is Matt's holding up for you?
Oh, good.
Yeah,
we haven't really used them yet.
Did you use them all?
No, bro. Like there's a lot left over.
Yeah. I figured that, man. That's it. Like that makes me happy because that makes me know that there's like a considerable amount of space, even though I fucked up like fucking those ones that are fucking fucked. Just throw them out. There ain't no.
Yeah, I think so.
They're fucked, dude. I'm just so pissed I fucking did that. The other ones that are just dirty, they're okay because I could stick them somewhere.
Yeah.
But like the ones that are all fucking, I'm just.
But you got a lot, bro. You got a lot. So
yeah, and if I gotta buy 5 more, I'll just buy 5 more if I gotta do it. It just sucks that I fucked up.
I doubt you'll need to. When you're ready to go to a space, you'll have enough.
Yeah, the total amount was 1,000 square foot.
Yeah.
And I probably lost about 250 square footage because I sold 3 to somebody, and then the 2 of them that I had got fucked up. I got 2 more mats here that are still in good condition that I leave on the floor that I use when I teach my my dummy classes for that Aces Jiu-Jitsu club thing.
So we did our law enforcement jiu-jitsu seminar last weekend, and it turned out to be really good. Yeah, we got 3 signups out of it, which is great.
Dope.
And I got to know some of the officers, and I tweaked my knee wrestling with.
How's your knee? Yeah, how's your knee?
Oh, it's fine now. I'm rolling again. And,
oh, dope. Because that shit was blowing up like a fucking grapefruit.
Yeah, dude. I woke up the next day and my knee was 2 sizes too big. I was
when you showed it to me, I was like, "Oh fuck!" You know, I didn't want to. I wanted to try to be positive about it, but I was like, "That shit don't look too good, bro."
No, like it just was. It was just irritated. I think you know
your shit too. You know your knees, so
yeah, exactly. So it's fine. I just can't wrestle, dude. You know, if I get into a fight, I just gotta jump on somebody and just drag them to the ground. I don't care if they land on top of me. I'll just sweep them.
But I'll tell you, man, honestly, the majority of self-defense scenarios, that's really all you really fucking need. You don't need a fucking blast double leg. You need that shit. Literally like grabbing onto someone and just like becoming heavy. They're either gonna fall. You're either gonna fall on top of them, or they're gonna like fall down into you to try to continue to punch you. And then once they're on the ground, it's fucking
right.
You do jiu-jitsu. But
yeah,
whatever.
But yeah, man, it was a great time. I got to do my favorite thing, which is resist arrest. It doesn't cost me anything.
Relive your rebellious days.
Yeah. No, but it's good, man. It's good training for these guys, and the 3 guys that signed up are really into it. It looks like, and then the cops that have already got training have really stepped up their training. So it's these guys are doing the right thing for themselves, you know.
Oh man, I've been trying to step up my training a little bit harder for the ACC trials. And for
you do the trials?
Yeah, I still don't know what weight class I'm gonna do. I got to get coordinated with Arroyo because Arroyo's doing it this year too, and Martinez too, and then George is doing it too. George
do the second to last one, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna happen. I thought I was gonna do heavyweight, which is kind of silly, but whatever. I'm kind of fat right now too. But I mean, when I get in shape, I'm gonna lose this weight. Because Matt was gonna do 88, Dan was gonna do 99, under 99. I was gonna do over 99. Who's that?
Robbie said, "Hey, dudes," and then Gene Hawk says, "Come on up here to Seattle. Plenty of opportunity to resist arrest."
Sure is. Oh man.
Yeah, I think you should gain a little weight and do the 218.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I normally do. I usually do 218.
Yeah.
But I would do heavyweight. But I'm gonna fucking I trained last week. I started pumping up hard again. God, speaking of wrestling, I had a freaking crazy match with Dan Martinez, like the first go, and that was like it. We had pro training on Thursday.
If all goes well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I totally just interrupted you.
No problem. It's a team effort. Go ahead, brother. What do you have to say, Sonny?
That's the kind of shit that I do to my wife. She'll just be saying something to me, and I'll just be like, just interrupt her and say some other shit. Robbie wants to come on.
Yeah, send Robbie a link. Bring him on. He wants to talk about the new gym and shit. I was just gonna say that.
What?
While also not listening.
Yeah, well, also not listening.
Well, also not listening.
But I forgot what I was saying anyway.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Me too. And I'm sure the folks at home we're hanging on pins and needles. Listen to us fucking wander up down a fucking alley about what we're talking about. No idea. I actually think I'm miserable today. I'm trying not to be. I keep saying it. I know it. I feel like, when you have that like weird thin layer of like sweat that is just toxins spewing from your skin, and it's not hot. You're just kind of like have like chilly, weird clamminess to you. That's where I'm at right now. We haven't drank for a while because the pancreatitis, so you wouldn't know anything about that shit.
Yeah, I can't.
Robbie D.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, homie?
Are you driving?
I'm building out my new gym.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I've been seeing some of the pictures you're putting up on Facebook. It looks dope, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a coffee shop too.
Oh, really? Oh, you're gonna have a coffee shop in there too? That's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Chill
man.
Coffee. It's gonna be a separate business, but you'll be able to watch the gym from inside the coffee shop.
Dope, man. That's pretty cool, man.
It's gonna be really cool, man.
That's pretty cool.
But,
where you gonna have like a window to see the?
Yeah.
You're gonna serve like little food and shit like that too.
Yeah, it's a fully functional coffee shop. We're gonna have on tap. We're gonna have nitro coffee, kratom, everything. The option to put CBD in it. We're gonna sell CBD products. We're gonna have kombucha on tap. Cinnabons, bullshit. Not anything you have to cook.
Right.
But shit like that. Well, obviously
That's
waters,
dope,
Bang energy drinks.
You should think about making some like after workout smoothies and shit too, or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought about smoothie. I don't want it to turn into a smoothie shop.
Right.
I want it to be what it is. I'm not worried about the smoothies too much. Like maybe we'll have some like protein bars and shit like that, or maybe some pre-made protein shakes.
Which is something like you could hit your student like after class, they can walk next door and get a smoothie.
It's funny you say that because my gym is going to have a what do you call it? A cheesecake factory in it.
I thought you were gonna say like, you mean the restaurant, or you mean like a factory that just makes cheesecake for you?
No, a factory that makes cheesecake. That's right.
Just for Sonny.
He's just gonna make fucking cheesecakes all day long. That's funny, man.
But yeah,
that's dope, man.
It's a lot of work though. We got this place that's basically bare bones, so I have to build it from the ground up.
I know. I see the pictures of your pregnant wife doing all kinds of labor-intensive work.
Pulling up carpet. I've been doing construction work for the past week.
Where's it at?
So I don't know if you know 301 and Lake St. Charles Boulevard.
Yeah, I know 301 a little bit.
Lake St. Charles Boulevard, it goes to Lake St. Charles, which is a huge housing complex. You have to go down Lake St. Charles Boulevard to get there. and my gym is right on Lake St. Charles Boulevard. And it's
on Lake St. Charles and 301, or you
on
go
301. Yeah, it's right
All
there.
right.
You turn down Lake St. Charles, and it's right there.
Is it
And
further up the road away from 75 from where your current gym is?
It's no, it's it's south of there by like a mile, not even.
Okay.
It's
That's
right south of there, and you'd make a right. It's a big traffic light there, and I'm between two daycares. So there's a daycare on my right and a daycare on my left, and they both do school too. One's a Catholic school, and one is a daycare, but they go all the way up to like 12.
Dope.
So they're paying. The daycare is already going to be paying me just for the ability to bring their kids over for a half hour,
nice.
2 days a week.
Nice.
So they're just going to pay me money every month.
Yeah.
And that just
That's
gives
dope.
the exposure. Not to mention, we got hundreds of families. That daycare is 10,000 square feet.
Yeah.
So we got hundreds of families pulling in that parking lot. They all get coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
They drop their kids off. So that's
Yep.
what I'm banking on.
Dope, man. That's awesome, bro. That's a
but
pretty
now-
interesting piece of cross promoting you got going there.
Yeah, it's going to be unique. I bet you I get on the news. We're going to
Yeah.
talk to them.
Yeah.
You are
This
on
is
the
gonna be
news
right
right
What
now,
are you
bro.
talking about, bro? We're giving you.
Bro.
This is all the media you need, bro. My mom
Yeah, I
and
wanna be
like
on
two
Fox
random
News.
blue belts are watching this right now. what else could you want out of life?
But dude, the ADCC trials, man. I was thinking about doing it.
Oh yeah, you're back on it again.
I don't know. I would have to really dedicate like real
It
time
comes quick. It's coming up
to
soon.
my body.
It's
like, to my-
November. Like it's like a month away, month and a half away, 2 months away.
November. Jordan is doing it. He's doing the heaviest.
Yeah, I still don't know what I'm doing yet.
Hey, did I see a video of Jordan competing against Keith Krikorian?
Yeah, yesterday
Where did that
Yeah.
happen?
we were at a tournament in Clearwater. Some
Really?
Yeah, the
Leduc
Sapatero was it a
graphic.
Sapatero? Was it a Sapatero thing?
No, I mean it was some at Omega.
No.
And
Something
did
with
Jordan beat Keith?
Jordan did not beat Keith. No, he got heel hooked.
Oh,
He did
Yeah,
better
Keith's
than
good.
anyone else did against Keith
Yeah.
that night.
Keith's real good.
Zapata got heel hooked by him pretty quick.
Oh, was Zapata competing in that? That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Zapata did some cool shit. He jumped over someone's guard, arm barred him.
The fucking
Yeah.
the Zappa. That's his
Right.
fucking thing. That little fucking frog.
Dude, you know he's
hitting that shit forever.
He's a Gracie Academy school now.
Oh, under under the
the
Gracie.
Academy.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
cool.
realize that was public information yet.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Wow. You heard it here first, Mom.
What does that matter,
Mom and
kid?
Gene. Mom and
Yeah.
Gene in Seattle.
Well, he told me and asked me not to say anything, but I don't know. Like, I guess he's been telling people. So
Whatever.
Well, he
That's
told
cool.
me, so I didn't.
I'm just glad it wasn't me that
that
broke
anything,
it.
So
Now I can say Robbie said it. It wasn't me.
yeah, it was Robbie spilled the beans.
I was.
Usually it's
I
me.
was not under the impression that I would to keep it a secret.
Everybody's
but
gonna figure it out eventually anyway.
It's pretty cool though. The
Yeah.
way they have him doing it, you know.
Does he have to teach the combatives and stuff like that? Does he have to go get schooled under the Gracie?
Yeah, he's got to do all that.
That's cool. I actually dig that. Actually, I'm telling you, man. There's a combative school around the corner, and if I could figure out a way to make it work without being weird about it, I'd go in there and try to take some combative stuff. I've always wanted to. I've always had like a weird little thing in my brain just to kind of learn that shit, because some of it's fucking cool. And like the way I think about it is this: is like, yeah, when you're just drilling it, it's stupid. Like drilling that little arm lock thing is stupid
Right.
if that's all you're doing. But because we do jujitsu and we learn how to use things in real time in the course of jujitsu, you follow what I'm talking about? That now becomes useful because we have the skill set of thinking. Under
Right.
Like real
Well, I
life shit.
feel like, like every time I've learned a self-defense thing, I've always just been like, well, because I'm already an expert at jiu-jitsu and I also know how to box, like I would just do one of those things.
Right. Yeah, I know.
In every
But it's-
scenario.
But it's cool.
Or
It's
wrestle.
cool. Yeah, wrestle. But it's cool. Like there's just something about that shit that just seems fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like if you can really do that shit well and have an understanding of it. Like when I had Kurt Ursi in there on the Jiu-Jitsu Times podcast, he was talking about how when he was like a bouncer at clubs and shit like that, he said the combatives was the only fucking thing he ever did. He said all those little arm locks and shit was like all he had to do. He just fucking whack some dudes on the ground like, please don't break my arm. So anyway.
Yeah, I mean, self-defense is like pretty easy, relatively easy, you know. It doesn't take a whole lot to become good at self-defense jujitsu, really.
No, I was talking to one of my clients last night. He took us out to lunch. I got this Indian guy I trained, and he was telling me, I was telling him, I was like, you know, bro, like you're close to getting your blue belt, and you know, you train and you get your ass kicked by the purple belts and the bigger belts. You know what I mean? He's not that greatly athletically inclined, but he's learning things. He's picking shit up and stuff like that. You know, he's figuring, he knows how to close his guard. He's using jujitsu. He's at the point where it's like, okay, like you might not be doing great, but at least you know how to close your guard. And maybe you try to do a Kimura. You know what I mean? He's using jiu-jitsu stuff. But I told him, I was like, bro, like you might not realize it, but I'm telling you, like 100%, he's kind of a bigger guy too. It's like, you know, you are very, very capable of protecting yourself against an unskilled opponent, even at the very limited skill set that you have right now. Like your ability to protect yourself versus what you were a year ago is like exponentially better.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never actually learned the self-defense stuff, so I don't know. I mean, I know I've seen it, you know, I've practiced some of it, but I didn't like come up learning that way. I don't think you did either.
No, nobody did. Like none of us did. I was just curious of it, you know, just because I see that. But I don't like that debate. I
think becoming good at teaching that stuff is beneficial. You know, like if you become really good at teaching it, to where you know you can have an audience of like all white belts, and it's just like you're good at it. Like I like the Huron and Henner, the way they teach it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have learned that stuff kind of in pieces, you know, throughout the course of my jiu-jitsu career. Hey, what up, Eric? Man, that's cool. I got Eric Fickenstein. That's one of my that guy was my neighbor. Like when I was a kid, we used to work in the like freaking Metallica and shit in his garage and play Atari. That's how old I am.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Where are you right now, Robbie?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my car in the driveway.
No, that's dope, man.
It's pouring rain outside.
Yeah, it's storming. It's storming over here too. My poor dog's freaking out. He hates the rain. He goes up in the corner and curls up and shit like that. Well, fucking
Kevin, you got to come out and see the new spot, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out. I definitely am, man. When I'll be out there. I'll be out soon. How much longer do you think it's gonna take you to get to where it's like functioning?
Well, we're not gonna have the coffee shop functioning first, so we'll have the gym in there because the gym's on one whole huge side of it. So that side is almost done. It's just about it's getting finished up. It should be finished by Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So next weekend is probably when we'll move the mats in. And
Did
then
you
we'll have class there? But the coffee shop won't be done probably for another, I don't know, it could be another month. Just
is that your business, the coffee shop, or do you like franchise it out from what's your buddy's name? I forget his name.
That's a lot. I gotta buy a whole restaurant.
Yeah, license and shit like that.
Yeah.
Food service license.
It's
Tom. Yeah, Tom Quigley. Yeah, I can hear you. You're breaking up a little bit.
It's a chill coffee. Tom's, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's
it's I partner with Tom with it.
Yeah,
I think because will feed each other.
Yeah, for sure. That's dope, man. That's dope.
Does Chill Coffee want to sponsor the Old Man Grappling Hour?
Exactly. Now that you speak about it, you know, we might have a platform for you to market your business to 6 or 7 people.
Right. Yeah.
How would you like to be engaged personally with all 7 of our listeners?
Right.
For the very fair price of whatever you deem to pay us, maybe some leftover coffee or Cinnabon. maybe I get I get 1 coffee a week in the stale Cinnabons. That's awesome, dude.
Man, I did not realize the amount of work, though. Man, the amount of work this is insane. Like,
man, that's one of them fucking
dealing with contractors, dealing with all these different contractors that are doing different things. It's a lot.
Do you have someone that's kind of running the entirety of the build out for you, or are you kind of doing that yourself?
I'm doing that part myself.
Yeah.
So it's
I
a
guess if
lot
you just
of
get individuals. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I got 2 different contractors doing work in there right
Right.
now. One of them's doing the ceiling, and then he's painting, and the other one's building walls. We had to knock down all these walls in the place, which I didn't think was going to be like all that big of a deal. Like whatever,
No,
we'll
it's
knock the wall
hard.
down. We'll build another one, bro. $10,000 later for
Yeah.
the wall there.
Yeah, you gotta you got to do like you can't just throw a
Insane.
fucking wall up. You got to do it to code
Yeah.
because the coding for it. You got to have studs. What is it? 9 inches apart, I think it is, and all that other shit like 16. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
That's
man.
what I've been
You
doing. I've
can't
been
just fucking
building walls.
nope. Don't look at you, bro. All fucking handy and shit. Learning new things, learning new skills, getting more manly every day.
I prefer to build bridges, not walls.
you prefer to burn bridges, not walls. Speaking
All right,
of,
guys, I'm going inside.
All right,
I'll see you
brother,
guys
man.
later.
You're the man. Thanks for killing
Take
15
it
minutes
easy.
for us. I'll talk to you later. Good. I'll come see you at the gym, brother.
Sweet. Later.
Sunny fucking Portland.
Yes,
What the
sir.
fuck, dude? Let me look at my Facebook here and see if we have any people that have hit us up. You want to bring Tony Francisco on? We haven't had him for him for a while.
Well, Tony's always fun.
Tony's always a fucking hoot. Let me see what's going on here. No one's even any comments. Ugh. Send me a link. Hey dudes. Shit, man. So that was a good one. What's up with you, dude? How's life? Tell me a story. Tell me something.
Oh, I signed up 4 people today, which is nice.
How's the gym going for you?
So far, so good. Seems like people are starting to really I don't know. It just seems like the people that walk into my gym, they're not worried about COVID.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it just seems like it's becoming less of an issue for people because we're starting to get a lot more leads.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're starting to get more leads and shit.
Yeah. So I think people are just kind of not really worried about it, and
that's good to know because I'm waiting another month or so, and then I'm going to start seeing how you guys start doing with new leads, and think about going back out to Trinity and see what's going on in Trinity again.
Yeah, I mean it's probably going to be different everywhere, but
yeah,
at least down here, people are pretty chill and they're not worried about the Rona. And,
well, I mean, the one thing I was worried about, if you have a pre-existing gym, you've got your students already, they'll at least keep you going for the most part. You know what I mean? Through the hard times.
Hopefully.
But the idea of picking up new students might be a little bit tough. So as going into a new business with no new students, it might be difficult at the beginning stages to not have any freaking new, especially with all this COVID shit going on. But it seems like, dude, when I was out last night, it was fucking shit, dude. Jesus Christ, bro. I went to one club and it was just like fucking, I was like, how the fuck are these motherfuckers still open? It was like, holy shit. I was outside and whatever, they were playing the game, letting so many people in at once. And there's kind of the little outside bar that I was sitting at, but I walked inside to see what was going on. And there was this little dance floor in the back. And Jesus Christ. It was just another day. People were all sitting on top of each other, dancing, hopping all around and shit with the DJ playing and all that shit. I was like, fuck.
Floridians are not a scared people.
Florida don't give a fuck, dude. Florida don't play. Florida don't play. Gator don't play. Gator don't play no games. Don't play no games. Gator.
Floridians are not a scared people.
But man, I tell you, dude, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm wrong for saying this because I think I am, but I think I'm not. As much as I hate to fucking admit it, and I don't really think that there was any rational thought behind it aside from just fucking get lucky. But I feel like Ron DeSantos, if you use Florida as a test market to find out the carnage that this disease could have possibly portrayed, we didn't do much of shit, and it seems like everything's okay. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting to see the dead bodies stacked in the street and the coolers full of dead people and all other shit like that. You know, I don't know.
No, I think there's a few things going on. I mean, obviously there's still people getting it, but like we're treating it now very, very well.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Coming
so
up
many
with a course of treatment.
there's so many different drugs or vaccines on the way. I think it's like at a point where people realize it's not the death sentence that they thought it was going to be.
Right. Right.
You know,
I still believe in that, dude. I really don't believe that there was some. It's funny. I'll base this. I was talking to an Air Force pilot the other day when I was working at the bar that I was bartending at, and it's rained all fucking day long. I had like 2 customers, and one of us was a pilot in the Air Force. It wasn't Dave Gunning; it was a different pilot in the Air Force. It was kind of cool. And we were talking about the coronavirus and all this other shit like that. And he was saying, bro, like I work in the military, and I understand what a clusterfuck the military is. He says we've been trying to replace the same DC-10 from like 1960 with like old switches and buttons and shit like that. We've been trying to replace that for like 30 years, and we still can't figure out a way to get a new damn plane. He said, like, the ability, if you can't, there's no way you're going to ever be able to convince me that like the amount of work and processing that would have had to go between different people to make this thing turn into what it did, the pandemic turned into this big cataclysmic con. He's like, there's no fucking way. There's no way that they'd be able to coordinate that and get it done. And I agree with him.
No idea what the hell you just said to me.
The point I'm trying to make is this is like, I really believe that I don't believe that this is like coordinated con or a hoax. I really think that the medical people were legitimately concerned about a disease they didn't really understand. So they were erring on the side of caution just to keep people alive. And now they're starting to realize that maybe it's not, you know, it's deadly, it's horrible, it's bad, but maybe it's not the humanity ending plague.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I hope so. Anyway. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you know, now that we have, I think, the situation a little bit more in hand, at the beginning, like people were making all kinds of crazy decisions and making all kinds of like mistakes.
Dude, did you remember the first fucking month or so or 2 weeks or so when this shit broke? Because it was like, it went from nothing to like, oh, there's this kind of loose thing in China to like, oh, we just shut down the NBA and the NHL like that, you know, overnight. And that was when they shut down the NBA and the NHL. That was when I lost my shit. That was when I freaked out.
Really?
Yeah, that was when I got freaked about it. And I remember like the first week or so.
Was it because you love sports so much?
No, it was.
Oh. It's like, what do you fucking care about basketball?
So I think about the money. I think about the amount of money that it cost the NBA to shut down their entire season and the NHL to shut down their entire season. And I think to myself that, like, if they're going to commit that much into doing that, then they know some shit that we don't know. And this is a real thing that we need to be concerned about. Because if the NFL is going to say, cool, we're going to throw away a couple $1 billion in profits because we're concerned about health and safety, that was very concerning to me because that's what it cost. I mean, they lost shit tons of money when they did that. Yeah. And the finality of that. And then, you know, Disney World started shutting down and all this shit started shutting down. But post then, the point I'm trying to make is it's crazy, like how more acclimated and calm I've gotten over this, and the rest of the world has gotten over this as we move on. And then Troy always just says that the day after the election, it'll be no more COVID. We won't have to worry about it anymore. That'll be the day it's over. We're like, COVID, what? We're fine. Go back to life.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. So, on a better note, on a higher note, I have been diligently processing the 200th episode, even though we're on like 210 now. We're going to go back. We're going to do the 200th episode. We're going to do tutus.
Okay.
Patty's got tutus. So I'm going to come out to the house. We're going to put the tutus on. And I'm going to try to get a hold of all our previous guests. I sent that fucking group message out and it screwed me up. So I guess I'll have to send them out a little more individually. Maybe you can help me figure out. I don't know why. I mean, I've seen group messages with like 100 people attached to it. I don't know why it clocked out. I only had like 20 of them.
Or you could make a Facebook event.
Fuck you, Sonny. God damn it. That's why you're the brains of this outfit. And you can make it like private, so only the people that are viewing it, only people you invite can see it. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so we're gonna do a 200 episode, and we're gonna wear tutus, and we're gonna fucking make jackasses out of ourselves, and hopefully be more.
We do that every
entertaining.
episode.
Yeah,
So.
right, exactly. I'm sorry, I'm so miserable. At least we're doing the show.
Yeah, we are.
Mostly crank one out. I feel like dog shit, man. I laid in bed. I woke up about 3 different times this morning, and like took another pot pill. I just went right back to sleep again, like throughout the course of the afternoon. I was like, oh. I was proud of myself because I finally went to the store because I didn't have any food, and that was like I ordered. What did I order? I ordered Village Inn. I ordered an ultimate skillet from Village Inn on Uber Eats, and it was like $20. And I was like, I can't justify spending another $20 to get something delivered to my house for dinner. So get off your ass and go buy some fucking food. So you have some food at the house, so you don't have to keep fucking wasting all this money. Because I'm this highfalutin millionaire these days. I got so much money to blow through.
Yeah. Hopefully, there's going to be a second round of monies. I heard something about it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been working on going back to being a poker dealer. I've been practicing my chops for my poker dealing. Apparently, they're hiring out there, but it's tough.
I thought you were already doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not dealing poker right now, but I have to I've been practicing with guys to go audition again. You have to pass an audition. I failed the first one like years ago, but I was more prepared for it now. It's hard, dude. That shit's hard, bro. I'm learning. I've been doing times tables. Like I downloaded this times tables app, where I just look at the times tables and I review the times tables in it because you have to know simple math like that, and it's hard.
You can't do it on your fingers.
No, you can't. Like 1.7. You have to actually look like you know what the fuck you're doing. Like dealing poker is tough, man, and you have to maintain the rules of the game. You got to be able to. The mechanics of pitching the cards is hard. Like you have to do something with your hand. Like your hand opens up, and the card shoots out. You got to count chips. You got to pull the rake, which is what the casino gets. You got to remember that in your head. You got to count all the money in the fucking. Look at me. You think that my dumbass is fucking anywhere near capable of doing that?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to smoke weed before you go in there.
That shit's hard, dude. That shit's hard as hell.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
I
think I'm gonna run.
All right, dude. I love it, man.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days we'll put effort in.
I know.
And we'll come up with some topics.
The leprechaun. The leprechaun in Mobile, Alabama. That was enough.
That was a good one.
That's a fucking go watch that again and laugh at it again because it's definitely worth the rewatch. All right, homie. I won't be as hungover next time we do this.
Peace out, brother.
Be good, brother, man.